Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's session. So our session is going to start now. Okay. Okay. So for a start, please sit in a comfortable position. Put your hands in a comfortable position. Gently close your eyes. We're gonna do some breathing exercises first. So when breathe in all the good and all the fresh air. And then when you breathe out, whatever tension and tightness, whatever feelings of stress, tiredness, whatever negative emotion, negative energy in the mind and in the body, we're gonna let it all go out together with the out breath. So let's try and gently take a deep breath in. Gently let it out. Relax, relax, relax. For the second time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the third time, take a deep breath in. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the last time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. Relaxation of the body. If there is any more tightness or tension in the body, any more feelings of using or exerting strength in the body, we're gonna gently let it go and let the body abide in a state of relaxation and inaction. Relaxation of the mind. Gently be aware of your mind in every present moment. If there is any wantings, any cravings, any expectations, the mind gently let it go and let mind abide in non-craving, non-wanting, and non-expectation. And let the mind abide in inaction. The mind not doing or thinking about anything in particular, not having the need for the mind to do or to think about anything in particular. And let the mind be aware of whatever that manifests to your awareness regarding the body, the mind, moment to moment, moment, not following any stories or issues that arises, not suppressing, rejecting any stories or issues that arises in the mind. Simply being aware of whatever that manifests through the awareness, moment, moment to moment. With this relaxed mind and body, today let us continue with our forgiveness reflection. So for a start, let us think of wrong things and mistakes that we have done in the past in this life. Anything that is a burden in our heart. And we're going to try to relate to those mistakes and ourselves with forgiveness and understanding. understanding that we did what we did because of ignorance and defilements, understanding that we did what we did because of wisdom, experience, knowledge, and mindfulness was not strong enough at those moments. Understanding that we did what we did also because of the influence of our own karma and others' karma. With all these understandings, let us have forgiveness, understanding, and empathy to ourselves. Feeling forgiveness, understanding, and empathy to ourselves. Imagining with our mind, embracing ourselves with forgiveness, understanding, and empathy, filling up ourselves, our heart, with forgiveness, understanding, and empathy. Then let us think of those relatives and friends who have done something morally wrong to us in a state of negative emotions. We're gonna try to relate to them with forgiveness and understanding. Trying to understand that they did what they did because of ignorance and defilements. Understanding that they did what they did because their wisdom, experience, knowledge, and mindfulness was not strong enough at those moments. Understanding that they did what they did, maybe because of the influence of our own karma, or maybe because of the influence of their own karma. Trying to understand that if we had gone through everything that they had gone through, upbringing, education, life experiences, same friends and enemies, and also the same character, we might have also done those wrong things, said those unpleasant things at those moments too. With this understanding, let us have forgiveness, understanding, and empathy to those relatives and friends. Feeling forgiveness, understanding, and empathy to those relatives and friends. In our mind, embracing them with forgiveness, understanding, and empathy, feeling them, feeling them and ourselves with forgiveness, understanding, and empathy. Then think of the enemies we have in this life. Somebody who wants to hurt you because of their negative emotion, or just someone that has done something morally wrong in the state of negative emotion. And whenever you think of that, it leaves a sense of heaviness in your heart. Let us try to relate to those enemies with forgiveness and understanding. Understanding that they did what they did because of ignorance and defilements. Understanding that they did what they did because their wisdom, experience, knowledge, and mindfulness was not strong enough at those moments. Understanding that they did what they did because of the influence of our own karma, or they may be influenced by their own karma. And also trying to understand that if we had gone through everything that they have gone through, upbringing, education, life experiences, same friends and enemies, having the same character, then we might have done the same wrong things, said the same unpleasant things at those moments. Understanding this, let us have forgiveness, understanding, and empathy to those enemies. Feeling forgiveness, understanding, and empathy to those enemies. Imagining in our mind, embracing them with forgiveness, understanding, and empathy, filling up them and our hearts with forgiveness, understanding, and empathy. With a pure, sincere intention. Amid chaos of the present world, let us wish all beings in the world and ourselves that all our hearts be filled with forgiveness, understanding, and empathy for other beings. And may there be more peace and more love in the world because of our wishes. So gently take a deep breath in Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the second time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. Gently be aware of the feelings of your body. Gently be aware of the feelings of your buttocks touching the cushion. And then doesn't matter whether the experience was good or no good. Let the mind come back to the present moment. Then just like waking up from a deep sleep, gently open your eyes. Okay, so today's sharing. Okay, I would like to share an extract uh, from one of the suttas in the Buddhist teaching. This is an extract from the Simile of the Saw Sutta. This is in the Majjhima Nikaya, which is the collection of middle-length discourses, okay, of the Buddha. So, in that sutta, the Buddha said, because there are 5 causes of speech that others may use when they address you. Okay, so there's five possibilities that when people are talking to you, there's five types of possibilities that may happen. Okay, so first, their speech may be timely or untimely. Timely or untimely means it may fit with the content of the speech, or when they speak, it may match with that situation. It may not match with that situation. Right? And second, true or untrue. Okay, this one is easy to understand. The third, gentle or harsh. Okay, so the next one, connected with good or connected with harm. Okay, then the next one, spoken with a mind of loving kindness or with inner hatred or with inner anger. Okay, so the Buddha says, when others address you, their speech may be timely or untimely. I'll repeat so that you guys can kind of like get a deeper impression, okay? So when others address you, their speech may be timely or untimely. Their speech may be true or untrue. Their speech may be gentle or harsh. Their speech may be connected with good or connected with harm. Or their speech may be spoken with a mind of loving kindness, or it may be spoken with inner hatred. Then the Buddha said, a very inspiring, very inspiring phrase. So the Buddha said, herein, bhikkhus, you should train thus. Our minds will remain unaffected, and we shall utter no evil words. We shall abide compassionate for their welfare, with a mind of loving kindness, without inner hatred. we shall abide pervading that person with a mind imbuing with loving kindness. And starting with him, we shall abide pervading the all-encompassing world with a mind imbued with loving kindness, abundant, exalted, immeasurable, without hostility and without ill will. That is how you should train bhikkhus. Okay? So this paragraph, when we listen, when we hear about this paragraph, when we read about this paragraph, then there is actually one message that is very important. Of course, there's the main message where the Buddha is saying that when we meet with these different kind of speeches, let our mind not be affected. Let us always respond to them in a positive way, all right? With loving kindness, without inner hatred, etc. But there's one message that's not so clear, which is that, hey, when we are living in samsara, it is normal that people's speech may be timely or untimely. It is natural that people's speech may be true or untrue. It is natural that people's speech may be gentle or harsh. It is natural that what people say may be connected with good or connected with harm. It is natural that when people speak, they may speak with a mind of loving kindness or inner hatred. Why do I say that this, this is being natural? Because a lot of times, when people say this to us and do this to us, then we say, how can he say that? Or how can she say that, right? But think of it. Why shouldn't not she say that? Why shouldn't not he say that? I mean, he's angry, right? When he's angry and he doesn't control himself, yeah, sure lah. Sure they will utter some hatred words and angry words, right? Yeah. So why do I talk about this? Because actually, if we can relate to these unpleasant experiences with a more pragmatic and understanding point of view, which is that, hey, these things are normal. Good things are normal in life, in samsara. Bad things are also normal. Sickness is also normal. Aging is also normal. If you're not an Arya, that means you are not a noble one. Having defilements is also normal. But it's not to be indulged. Being normal doesn't mean it's to be indulged, right? So when we understand that it is normal and natural that these phenomena will arise, then we are more willing to accept it. And accepting that this is normal and it may happen is sometimes one of the first steps to overcoming them. Why? And letting go of a lot of suffering. Why? Because you see, in our mind, when we hold the view that they should not say that, they should not do this, right? How can they do that? How can they do this? And if you keep this for 1 year, then you suffer for 1 year every time you think about it. Isn't that so? When you keep it in your mind for 5 years, then for that 5 years, every time you think about it, you suffer, right? But actually, do you realize that we actually don't need to suffer for that? Because it's natural, You're in samsara, And since you're in samsara, then good things may happen, bad things may happen. Good words may be spoken to you, bad words may be spoken to you. So when we can understand that, hey, it's natural that we are being addressed with this kind of speech, then your mind, that I'm talking about the effect in your mind, that thought of acceptance. Once you accept that, hey, this is a normal phenomenon in samsara, there is a possibility that it may happen, then immediately your mind just just relax, you just let go of the anger, of the agitation, right? Sometimes if your mind is strong. And then once you accept that it is it is a natural phenomenon that may arise, then and you have accepted it and let go of, that let go of that grudge, then we can continue to go to the next step, which is, how should I respond to this? What should I do? What can I do to make things better? To make everyone more wholesome, like that. All right. So not only five causes of speech, all the phenomenons, no matter how crazy it is, no matter how weird it is, all right, it may happen. Yeah, there's samsara, you know, like even in the Buddha's time, even in the Buddha's time, some uh, some some people because of their past karma, they were eating feces. In our modern society, we would think that, wow, what is that? How can this happen? But every time we talk about that, we are not in accordance with nature anymore, right? Because, well, there's a possibility that it will happen, right? So how can we say that? How can this happen? Isn't that so? So if we can understand that whatever that happens to us, it is part of samsara, all right? Sometimes, of course, there may be different reasons, like what we say just now. In our forgiveness reflection, it may be because of defilements in others or ourselves. It may be because of our wisdom, etc. Maybe because of all those reasons. But the fact that there's a possibility that it may happen, and if it happens, it's natural. And since it's natural, then okay lah. Then why we need to keep thinking that it shouldn't happen like this, shouldn't happen like this? Because many people suffer when they think that. Many people suffer for a long time because they can't get over that grudge, that uh, that obstacle in the mind, that says, how can they do that? How can they do that? But well, how can they? Why not? Why they cannot do that? Nobody say they cannot do that. There's a possibility, right? Okay. So if we can convert this, this is very powerful. If we can train ourselves to let this point of view be one of the values in our lives, which is that when we look at life through this very realistic and in accordance with Dharma point of view, which is like a value in our hearts, then you will see that actually you don't need to suffer so much. Yeah. When your kid is rebellious, yeah, they're rebellious, but yeah lah, that's normal lah. Okay, what can I do? Okay, your customer scold you today. Yeah. Okay, there's a possibility that sometimes it happens. What can I do? Yeah. Your boss may be somebody of not so honest character. Yeah. But well, is it normal? Yeah, it's natural, part of samsara. Okay, then what can I do? No need to get angry with him since it's normal. So what can I do? So when we react like this, when we cultivate this as a mental habit, then our mind become more solution minded instead of being very problem minded. Instead of being lost in the problem and getting tortured by the problem and getting tortured by the attachment to the problem for a long time, immediately we can jump out of that problem and then say, what can we do? Find the solution. Okay, if there's a solution, why worry? If there's no solution, worry also cannot solve the problem. So why worry? Like that, okay? Yeah. And so since this is the case, then whatever that we have met, whatever unpleasant experiences, whatever unpleasant words that we have met in this life, can we say that it is like normal? Yeah, it's normal. It's natural. It's part of samsara because of the workings of karma and also the workings of our defilements and mindfulness and wisdom, etc. So these things happen. Yeah. But what is important is not that, okay, these things have happened. What and then we feel guilty or we feel anger and keep getting angry about it or what. What is important is we have suffered from those unpleasant words and negative emotions already. How to get out of this suffering and how to overcome the problem. Is there a solution to this problem? Sometimes the solution may be no solution at the moment. So if there's no solution, then well, we'll just continue with life first, and then continue to research, practice until the solution sometimes may come up through some inspiration, right? And also may come up because of our research, because we keep finding the answers, like that, huh? Okay, so with this, then we can actually, when we have this kind of a point of view in life, we can actually, it can actually help us to forgive and let go of a lot of grudges and a lot of things that we find it very weird and not according to our expectations and all that. So like, samsara, like, everything is possible. Just that now we cannot attain nibbana. Uh, that is a reality, yeah, because we haven't practiced enough. So but nibbana is possible. So let us practice and ultimately, yeah, make an end of suffering, so that we don't have to worry about all these possibilities anymore. All right. Okay. So with that, that's the sharing for today, and let us share notes. Okay, repeat after me. Etawata chamehi sampadang punya sampadang sabe deva sabe buddha sabe sata anumodantu sabba sampati siddhya. I share my merits with all devas, all beings, all creatures. May they rejoice in our merits. May they be happy. Idame nyati nam hotu. Sukita hontu nyatayo. I share my merits with all departed relatives. May they rejoice in the merits. May they be happy. Idame punyam asavakaya vahang hotu. Idame punyam nibbānassa paccaya hotu. By the power of this merit, may it be supportive condition for my purification of the mind till no more defilements. By the power of this merit, may it be supportive condition for my attainment of Nibbana. Mama punya bhagang sabba satanam pajemi te sabe me samang punya bhagang tabantu. I share my merits with all beings. May they rejoice in the merits. May they be happy. Sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, that's all session for today. I wish all of you well, peaceful, and happy, and see you guys in the next session. Okay? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.